Have you ever thought about what would happen if loyalty wasn't guaranteed, even among those closest to you? What if I told you that your zodiac sign could secretly determine whether you're the ultimate ride or die, or the one most likely to stab someone in the back? Pause for a second and let that sink in. Because today, we're diving into zodiac signs that would secretly betray you, and when they do it. Alright, here's the tea. We're not here to sugarcoat. We always play nice with astrology, right? Talking about compatibility, love matches, and who's the most hardworking, blah blah blah. But today, we're peeling back the zodiac curtain, exposing the actual drama. Some of you are going to relate hard, some are going to get offended, and yeah, you're definitely going to share this with your friend who loves drama. So let's go. First up, the master strategist and betrayal guru. Looking straight at you, Scorpio. If you're into astrology at all, you knew this one was coming. Scorpios are like the villains in a Netflix thriller, charming on the surface, but terrifyingly calculating underneath. They don't betray for fun. No, this is personal. A Scorpio won't just betray you out of spite. They'll wait until you've crossed a certain line, something you didn't even realize was a mortal sin. Maybe you told someone one of their secrets, or maybe it was simply you succeeding at something they wanted for themselves. Actions you thought were minor? Oh, to a Scorpio, they're seismic. They make betrayal an art form. It's sneaky, untraceable, and devastating. Think of it as a socially elegant form of revenge. Next, we're diving deep into Gemini. And where do we even start? This one's controversial, but listen up. Geminis, they're social chameleons. And while that's entertaining at a party or inside big friend groups, this trait becomes super dangerous when loyalty is on the line. Picture this. Your Gemini friend is nodding along with you, agreeing with everything you're saying. But the moment you turn your back, they're nodding with someone else who directly opposes you. See, Geminis crave connection and understanding, but this desire makes them less steadfast when conflicts arise. It isn't intentional malice like Scorpio. It's more about keeping everyone happy, even if it means throwing you under the bus. Can you call that betrayal? I mean, probably. But for a Gemini, they might not even realize what they've done until it's far too late. Now, let's keep it real. Only a Gemini could betray someone, and then charm their way back into the friend group like nothing happened. Do you know someone like this? Or maybe you're feeling called out right now. Let's switch gears, because the next one might actually surprise you. Libra. Yes, charming, harmonious, balance-obsessed Libra. Before you start taking mental notes about your Libra bestie, hear me out. They're the diplomat of the zodiac, sure, but they're also willing to tip those scales if it means maintaining that picture-perfect harmony, especially if they are the ones who benefit from it. Librians are masters of avoidance, but here's where the betrayal slips in. When faced with a situation where loyalty to you threatens to disrupt their peace, they're jumping ship, like they're gone. And if you're the type who values knowing who's truly on your side, this might sting. Libras, ironically, betray not to hurt, but because they can't handle the tension. Picture your Libra coworker subtly letting you take the blame for something just to keep the office vibes. Chill. Yep, very on brand. And now, I know exactly who you're waiting for. Leo. Oh, the kings and queens of the zodiac. This one's hotly debated, because loyalty is a huge Leo trait. But there's a catch. Their loyalty often depends on one key factor. Are they the center of your universe? Listen, here's a scenario. If you're out in public with a Leo, hyping up someone else instead of them, you've just started writing your own betrayal story. Leo loves applause, loves the limelight, and when they feel overshadowed or threatened, you might be left wondering why they suddenly decided to go ultra-competitive or expose that one thing you told them in confidence. While it's rarely deliberate malice, some might call it ego-based vindictiveness. Leos don't realize how their need for validation can sometimes feel like betrayal to others. If you have a Leo in your circle, cherish them, but maybe don't slip up around them publicly, because pride cuts deep. Now, let's get emotional. Sweet, sensitive Pisces. Pisces, you might ask. They're too dreamy and empathetic to betray anyone. Wrong. Here's where Pisces gets complicated. They're your ride or die, until they aren't. See, Pisces hates confrontation, and sometimes they betray you in the most passive, backstabby way possible. Imagine needing them when you're beefing with someone, only to find Pisces, sitting quietly on the sidelines, validating both sides. Or worse, they might ghost the situation entirely, opting for escapism while you're left holding the conflict. If betrayal were labeled unintentional, Pisces would be at the top of that pyramid. They betray almost out of self-preservation, avoiding tough conflicts so avidly that their silence or neutrality becomes the betrayal. Pisces fans are not going to like this one, but it totally tracks for anyone who's been left hanging by one. Now, don't worry, Earth signs. We didn't forget you. Let's talk about Virgo. At first glance, Virgos seem like the least likely candidates for betrayal, right? They're practical, hardworking, reliable, but peel back that perfectionist exterior, and oof, that's where trouble lurks. Virgos betray not with drama, but with cold calculation. Have you ever had a Virgo accidentally reveal some personal information they had no business repeating? A Virgo can justify their betrayal as a necessary evil, whether it's overly criticizing you in public because it's for your own good, or pulling off a quiet, work-related backstab to restore efficiency. Their meticulous nature makes Virgo's betrayal sharp and scarring, like being cut with a precision instrument you didn't even know was near you. Question for my Virgos: do you know you're doing it, or are you genuinely surprised when people are furious with you? Alright, we've called out a lot of Zodiac so far, but you might be wondering, who didn't make this betrayal list? Which signs are the least likely to turn on you? Here's your plot twist. Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer take the crown as the most loyal signs, your ride or die squad. But hey, don't get too comfortable. Every sign has their limits. Push them too far, and yep, even they'll flip the script. So let's really talk. How much of this is true for you? How much do you think Zodiac defines who you are at your core? Was your sign guilty as charged today? Or did we miss the mark completely? Let us know in the comments. Share this video with your ex-best friend, or that Gemini coworker who always seems to accidentally spill tea, and see what they think. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Next week's astrology breakdown might make this week look tame. We're talking jaw-dropping revelations, wild predictions, and, well, I won't spoil too much. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Hit that like button and stick around for more astrological drama. See you in the stars.